Alright, this is A Square Maths Made Easy Academy. Welcome to my YouTube. In today's video, we'll be considering statistics. And this statistics is very important in all the higher institutions, both universities, colleges, and polytechnics. I want you to observe this. This particular question that I'm about to solve now, I want to approach it using calculator method. Very simple. Now I want you to watch. Now look at the question here. The question says, given a random variables with what? PDF of f of x, then equal to c bracket 3x plus 1 over what? 2, close what? Bracket, where x is greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to what? 1. I repeat, where x is greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to what? 1. And they said you should obtain what? C. Now we're looking for C, and that C is called what? Constant. Now this thing is very simple. I want you to observe this particular question. Now this question comes from what we call continuous random variable. I say continuous random variable. And continuous random variable is made up of PDF. Are you with me? What's the meaning of PDF? Look up probability density function. I repeat, probability density function. And every question that has to do with probability density function is always considered as f of x. As what? F of x. And f of x is already given in the question. Look up. The question is c bracket 3 what? X plus 1 over 2. Are you there? And they made us to understand that x is greater than or equal to what? 0, but less than or equal to what? 1. Remember, I want to use calculator method to solve this. Now, I want you to understand there are some basic property that has to do with, I say property that has to do with PDF. What did I say? PDF. And PDF means probability density function, or you can call it function of what? X. Number one property is this. I want you to watch. F of x, are you there? Is always greater than what? 0. It's always greater than what? 0. That's one of the property of PDF. Then number 2 is this. Integral of f of what? X, are you there? Under the x, as x approaches what we call a real number. What we call what? A real number is always equal to what? 1. Am I communicating now? I repeat, integral of f of x, are you there? Under the x, as x approaches, bounded by a real number, is always equal to 0. Now, if they ask you to state the property of probability density function, the property are of what? 2. Number 1 is f of x is greater than 0. Then number 2 is that integral of f of x dx, bounded by real number, is always what? 1. What is it entailed? That probability can never exceed what? 1. It's always less than 1 or equal to 1. Oh yeah, let's solve this now. Remember I said I'm going to use calculator. This is a calculator that I'm going to use. It is called Casio FS991E plus ES plus natural word display. Now what do we do? I want you to start the question. Now, how do we solve? Use this particular question now, which is property f of what? X under the x is equal to 1. Are you there? And remember, we say this is a real number, and this is a real number. It is bounded by both upper limit and lower what? Limit. So how do we do? We now introduce integral symbol. F of x is already given in the question. Look at it here. F of x is c bracket d. So substitute for f of x. I will now write c bracket what? 3x plus 1 over 2. Are you there? Under what? Dx. Now this value now is a real number, and that real number is bounded by upper limit and what? Lower limit. So which means it is called a definite what? Integration. Now look at it now. They have given us x. The question is that x is greater than or equal to what? 0, but less than or equal to what? 1. So which means I will now say equal to this particular one. Then what do I do? Remove c outside. I will now have c, then integral. Are you there? This is upper limit. This is what? Lower limit. Upper limit is 1. Lower limit is what? 0. I will now open the bracket. This is now 3x. Are you there? Plus what? 1 over 2. Close the bracket. Under what? Dx. This is now equal to 1. I want to use calculator method to solve this. I want you to come close. Look up. Look the calculator. I mean, observe it very well. All I'm going to do first of all is to clear the function key. How do I clear the function key? Look up. We are going to punch, look at it, shift 9. Are you there? 3 equal to AC. It has disappeared. Now let's start. First of all, you punch this symbol, integral symbol. Look at it here. Can you see it? The first thing is to generate the integral symbol. Look at it here. The integral symbol in that calculator method is you punch this. Watch. Punch this symbol, which is integral symbol, and look at it here. I will punch it. It has what? Appeared. Can you see that the cursor is blinking at this box now? Then what do you do? Punch open bracket. This is open bracket. Watch it very well. So next is to punch 3. This is your word 3. Q in 3. Are you there? Then how do we punch X? Anytime you're punching X, look up. What you should do, punch what? Alpha close bracket. X will do what? Appear. We are watch. This is alpha close what? Bracket. X has what? Appeared. Then I'll have with me plus, punch plus. Next is 1 over 2. This 1 over 2 comprises the numerator and the denominator. Punch these 2 boxes. Are you with me now? Now look at the 2 boxes. Oh my goodness, punch it. Then Q in upper one is 1. Q in what? 1. Then go down. Then do what? Go down. What is go down? Look at this button. Now press this button now, which is go down. Yeah, look at it. I've now migrated down. Then I will now punch what? 2. Wow, can you see it has given me? Then after punching 2, what next you do? You now go to the right. Go to the what? Right. I'll punch the right button like this. It's now blinking at the middle. At the what? Middle. Then next thing is to close the bracket. I will now close the what? Bracket. Can you see that this thing has given me exactly what is in the question? Then what is remaining is how to punch the upper limit and the lower what? Limit. What do you do? Watch this again. Go backward. Go what? Backward like this. Then I will now look at the cursor. I will now move backward. I'll keep on going until the cursor exists before 3. Can you see it is blinking at what? 3. I want to go up. Look at this now. Punch this button now. Up. Up means this. Can you see? I'll punch this up. So it has now migrated up. What is the upper limit? 1. Q in what? 1. I have done that. So next thing, look up. Go down. Go what? Down for the lower limit. What is the lower limit? 0. I will now punch this button and then punch what? 0. Am I communicating? Can you see? Observe this calculator now. What is inside? It has given us exactly what you're seeing here, except what? C. Finally, punch equal to. Oh my goodness, it has given us what? 2. So which means the whole of this is what? 2, right? I will now say, watch now. I will now say C times what? 2 is now equal to this very particular 1. C times 2 will give you us 2C. Then equal to 1. Remember this, the question say obtain the value of C. Make C subject of the formula. Divide this by 2. Divide this by 2. 2 will cancel what? 2. So the value of C is 1 over 2. And that is the answer. Am I communicating now? So see you in my next video. Continuation of PD what? F. Probability density function. After that, we are going to talk about what we call PMF, which is probability mass word function. See you in my next video. Thank you.